Ara.
Welcome everyone. Welcome back. Finally start an episode of we can finally start we can finally start an episode of unboxing the manga, which I'm super excited about because when I finally unbox it I can finally read it. You can have a sneak peek of that one. Might be Asta and Yuno. Yuno! There's so much screaming in that anime. Here we go. Yeah, as I said in a previous episode, we'll look to unbox. We'll look to unbox 5 series. That doesn't mean 5 volumes of a series, because there's quite multiple volumes of one series, and that'd be boring just talking about the one. And I hope you enjoy it. I think there's I have about 40 books in here. I'm not sure how many series that is, but we can definitely run through them, and I'm more than happy to talk about them. So. Oh, slap the mic. Who just slapped the mic? Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh you know. Oh you know what this is. Let me push this to the side. Not knock my drink over. That'll be good. I'm very prepared for this. Professional. You come here for the professionality. I know. First off, Black Clover. I am caught up with the anime as of it is the 20th of February at the minute. Black Clover. I've caught up to. I watch the anime every week, which is an entirely new video and subject, but it's getting. Yeah, it's actually. I hated it at first. I really didn't like it. And then a friend was like, "Oh, actually, the fight scenes are pretty good," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay, sold." So I stuck with it, and I'm glad I did. You're on episode 120, maybe. I won't spoil it for anyone, but yeah, it's great. But I've actually read this one. It's volume 1. I got this in a loot box, actually. My first ever anime loot crate from like 2 years ago. This came with it. This is the first manga I've ever owned. It's very, very well done. As in the manga is how the anime was adapted to it. It was very good. It was pretty much identical. I took a photo back in the day when like episode 1 or 2 came out to the episode page 1 or 2 on here, and it was smack bang on. Like it was very good. They did a good job there. I can't vouch for the rest of it because I've only ever read this one, and I don't really fancy buying the rest. There is the character. Oh god, I'm covering her. The best parts. She's not even legal. Great, but in the anime, she kind of is because Japan, lower age, whatnot. Likes sweet things that are a little irritating but cute. She's basically a closet tsundere, and it's fucking annoying. But It's a fantastic series though, the anime. It's very think fairy tale, but less we can defeat this with the power of friendship. More so they actually fucking train and become good at what they do. And yeah, they come across some powers along the way, but actually, no, now that I think about it, pretty much Aster and his mates are pretty much the power of friendship, but it's done in a better way than Fairy Tail did. So I'm kind of happy with that one. Oh, there's an advert in the back of this. Vanessa. No, it's done. I recommend it if you like kind of like your typical action where they go to a school and they learn and bad things happen, but there's always those kids with the extra abilities and stuff, and that's what the focus is on. Then yeah, highly recommend it. It's just decent. So let's talk about these. They're still wrapped because they've not long arrived. Just not shine the light on it. There we go. This is a giant titty cowgirl. No, wrong hand. This is interspecies reviewers. You can read from the studio, first volume on the front. There is a lot to discuss about this, and if you follow any other anime-esque weeb YouTubers, then you'll know all the stories. First off, I love trash, and this is incredible. And I wouldn't even call it trash because it is just so good. The comedy in it, the ecchi in it, it's everything a man wants. It's fantastic. I'll give you a basic concept of it and why I bought these. So, the anime is about the entire concept, the entire show, the entire manga is about two friends. A elf called Zelf, who's just over 100 years old, but he still looks kind of like a kid, like 13, 14 years old. And an adult man called Stunk. Fantastic names, and they live in a world, like a universe that has other races in it. So there's ogres, angels, demons, slimes, salamander people, like every single type, and from that became a brothel of each type of each race, which I know is incredible. And this is called interspecies reviewers because Stunk and Zelf, basically, they want to have sex with every single type of race, which, boys, if we lived in that kind of world and there were brothels everywhere, who you lying to? Come on. And they basically start, sleeping with every type of race and write a review on it and then post it in this, like, bar, kind of jank tavern that they go visit often. Post their reviews on the board out of 10, so all the males can. I say all the males. It's mostly males, but everyone can come and read it and see what kind of species might be for them. It's peak. The drama behind these and why I bought them is Funimation were doing the dub for this, and they cancelled it because of like company regulations, but it was because it's pretty much borderline, as Lost Paws puts it, off-brand, as I put it, just pure hentai. It's very borderline. Like, there's, you don't watch this with your parents. But Funimation have done complete series of like Testament of Sister Devil, Valkyria Drive, Shimonita. They're all exactly the same. Valkyria Drive is even worse. Like, it's making girls orgasm to turn into weapons, and they need the weapons quite a lot. So, so because of that, they cancelled it, and I was kind of worried that they would possibly cancel the entire show. So I was like, right, straight, get on it. I want to buy the rest as well, even if it's not cancelled, because it's just fantastic, and I want to read this as an alternative. But what a show! I don't think it'd be for everyone, but it's peak. So let's see what's next. Dead Man Wonderland, and I have a T-shirt from this, which is actually that, but one of them's the other way around. Most of these in here are ones. There's very few that I haven't watched, and that was kind of what I was worried about when I was first going into manga. I wanted to get something I was familiar with, that I really enjoyed, but I haven't watched in a good while. Dead Man Wonderland is incredible. So when I was like, let's start collecting manga, it was one of the first ones that came to my mind. Because the show's incredible. It is incredible. I'm not going to go into it too much, but this kid, can't remember his name, all of his schoolmates die and covered in blood and everything, and he's just left there, and he gets taken to a kind of prison carnival called Dead Man Wonderland, where they have to fight. I haven't watched it in such a long time, and this crazy chick's in it. I believe her name is Shiro. But the series is fantastic. It's so good. So I just had to buy the manga. Look at that cute face. Look at what she's saying. She's so full of love. There's a good ara scene in this, and if you know me, I'm all about the ara. If it's in this volume, that is. From the lady security guard. Nope. But really cool art style. Then the anime nailed it too. The anime is quite old, so doesn't really live up to this kind of quality, if I recall, but it's still very good. A proper horror, in my opinion. Like people say Tokyo Ghoul is a horror, and this horror is good. No like Blood Sea or anything, but it's very good. Up next we have ReZero. Starting life in another world. What a series. What an absolute series. I believe... Nope. No, I was mistaken. Again, a show that I'm familiar with, a show that I absolutely loved, and I need to rewatch it because I know the next season is on the cusp of coming out. This is Amelia with an E. This is, I believe his name's Subaru, as in the car. Yeah, can't remember her name, but who cares? It's an isekai. I'd say your typical isekai, but it's not your typical isekai. Because typically isekai is boy taken to new world, starts a harem because he is incredibly powerful, more powerful than anybody there. My guy's grandson, smartphone, slime, and he meets this witch. She's not a witch. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I haven't seen it in such a long time. It's amazing. It's where Subaru, our main protagonist, he's taken over to this world and he's absolutely terrified. Like, it's the first one where you're not overpowered and like stupid and just covered in girls. He has to. It's a proper mindfuck because every time Subaru dies in this world, he gets reset back to a checkpoint, so to speak. So when he first spawns into the world, he's like got a bit of time, and if he dies, he gets reset. And so he's got like special ability of time in a sense. But sometimes the reset point changes, and it just proper fucks with his mind, where to points where he'll just commit suicide because something didn't go right, but then realize the reset point was after that, so he's fucked himself. Sorry for swearing, but what a series. Everyone can recommend this. It is incredible. How many have we done? Oh, one more. Oh, boys, you know it. You know it. Do I need to talk about this? I mean, anime of the decade. Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Demon Slayer. It's about our boy Tanjiro and Nezuko. Yum yum. What a series! Oh my god! And I've heard the manga is even better, so that's why I bought a lot of volume ones of things, so I can own it, and that's fine, and read it. And if I really want to pursue it, then I can buy more. I didn't just buy all 20 volumes and hate it, sort of thing. So definitely, I know I'll be buying more of this. I only have this one so far, but oh my god, what a series! It's in a world where demons exist. They're horrible. They take over. They kill and rape and do all sorts of things. And Tanjiro leaves his home with all of his siblings at home. To go get firewood or something, food. Comes back, realizes his house has been butchered by a demon, and he finds Nezuko, his younger sister, but she's been turned into one, and someone from the Demon Slayer Corps come and tries to kill her, and he protects her, and he sees that the Nezuko as a demon still had some senses of her own. She didn't want to just murder and kill. She actually tried to protect Tanjiro, and that just leads to an incredible story of friendship and learning to like discipline, controlling your abilities, new characters, amazing development. Nezuko as well. It leads to one of the most beautiful fight scenes of the decade. Like, absolutely incredible. the art style does it no justice. Like, I don't know who did it in the, I don't know who did the anime, but they did a fantastic job of replicating this. Like, it was perfect. It's, I've not long finished it. Well, I finished it when it stopped, which was quite a few months ago, but I'm already ready to watch it again. Just, oh, there's so much to it, so much depth to it. Highly recommend. I recommend all these, but out of this 5, I'll do a top recommended of the 5 every time. This is the top recommended of the 5. This might be the top recommended of the entire box. It's just, oh. So, apart from interspecies reviewers, I have a ton of ecchi harem in here, so one of these episodes is going to be wild. But yeah, I can't wait to put these on the shelf now. I can finally read them, and I can let you guys know if it's one I haven't read before, if one I haven't watched before. Do a comparison between manga and anime, because more people watch the anime than read the manga. So if you've watched the anime on, say, Demon Slayer, and I'm going to read Demon Slayer, I can be like, guys, recommend it. It's amazing. Or, do you know what? The anime was actually better. You don't need to read this. So I will sacrifice my time for that for you guys. But oh god, look at that cutie. Oh, that's so good. It's so good. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate you joining me. I hope you enjoyed me rambling about things I enjoy. Let's wait for the next one, and we'll try and. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time.